about finding something that you like to do. It's also important to remember, and I almost forgot this really often, that you're smart. You go to a good college, you're smart, you have a higher education. In English, you're smart, and you will feel dumb. Dumb as a doorknob in Russian, especially when you come here. You might. I'm not saying you will, but you might.
Likely.
Likely. I felt dumber than dirt when I came. But the important thing is to know that you can learn it. It's possible to learn it, and you will learn it because you have to learn it. But never, there's a phrase, "Padat dukhom," never. I don't even know how to explain
Never
that.
give up.
Never give up. Never feel bad. Never get down. Never get down. Because you know how to say it in English, and if you know how to say it in English, you can easily learn it in Russian. So, yeah.
And I always, even now, I still find myself explaining something or explaining how I feel, more simply and not quite how it's not quite adequate, in Russian. But oh well, oh hey, I mean, what can I do about it, right?
That's what I always say in American too. I'm a foreigner. I don't care.
Yeah, it's like I do the best I can, and beyond that, oh well, it's not the end of the world, and people, most people, even if you're saying something in very simple words, most Russians, they know you're a foreigner, and so if you say something simply, they don't think you're stupid or you're simple-minded. They just they understand that there's a language barrier. Well, I don't know. Most of the people that I've talked to.
I think that even if somebody does think that you're, they're gonna know you're a foreigner, but that shouldn't make a difference. And they might think that you're dumb because you can't express anything. And I mean, in any language, even in your native language, if you can't express something in words or at least write it, how does somebody know that you're actually, normal up here?
Nobody's my experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been looked at with just these eyes.
I've been looked at strange, but I mean, well, often it's because I say something that apparently, I know every word, but apparently in that specific combination, it has a different meaning.
Yeah.
And so I say something, and they look at me like, I go, okay, what did I say?
But I think that there are situations like that where it doesn't make sense. Those are the best ones because if, the classic phrase, if you don't make mistakes, how are you going to learn? But I'm serious. It's great to get those looks with stupid eyes of, are you joking? What are you trying to say? Because those are the times when you start understanding your own mistakes. And when you start understanding your own mistakes, that is learning. Because you're not only being taught your mistakes, you start understanding them, and that's cool.
And you'll never forget them. If you make a mistake and you're really embarrassed by it, at least you won't forget it.
I've still forgotten it, but
well, the more embarrassing, the least like it. No, I still make mistakes all the time, but oh well. Especially now, my friends are just like, oh Jennifer, you can't say that. You have to say this. They already know.
Because you're a foreigner.
Yeah, right. They're like, oh, you're a foreigner. No, this isn't what you need to say. Like, this is how it should be said. Or, Jennifer, you just can't say that. It doesn't work. Or, you make no sense. I'm just like, why? They're like, well, do you mean this? I'm like, not quite. So, whatever it is.
Спасибо вам большое.
пожалуйста.